Hi friends, my name is Lokesh. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about command line argument in C. Introduction. Command line arguments are a crucial aspect of C programmers, allowing users to pass inputs to a program directly from the terminal during execution. They enable greater flexibility and interactivity as users can customize program behavior without modifying the source code. This versatility is particularly valuable for developers creating utilizes scripts and applications that require dynamic input. Command line arguments also facilitate automation and batch programming, making it easier to integrate programs into large systems. By enabling seamless communication between users and C programmers, command line arguments enhance efficiency, versatility, and user friendliness, making them an essential feature for any robust and user certificate C application. What are command line arguments? Generally, line arguments. Argument means the input element or input value. Command line arguments are parameters provided to a program when it is executed from a command line. They allow users to pass inputs, options, or configurations to the program during runtime. In C programs, the main function signature is modified to aspect command line arguments. The syntax of the main function is typically int main. In int main function, there is an int argument C, character argument V array. Here, argument C, argument count, is an integer representing the number of command line arguments, and argument V, nothing but argument vector, is an array of string holding the actual arguments. Programmers can access and process these arguments inside the C programming to influence its behavior based upon user input. Advantages of using command line arguments. Using command line arguments in C programming offers several advantages. Firstly, it enables enhanced flexibility and automation, allowing users to customize progress behavior without modifying the source code. This simplifies the reuse of the code of various purposes. Secondly, command line arguments enable seamless integration with scripts and also other programs, facilitating complex workflows. They are also enhance program efficiency by reducing the need for the user input during execution. Moreover, command line arguments enable debugging and testing by as easily passing input values to the program. Lastly, they promote standardization and consistency in program execution, making it easier to document and share commands across different platforms. How to access command line arguments in C. In C programming, the main function serves as the entry point of the program and has two arguments, argument C and argument V, where argument C is the argument count is an integer representing the number of command line arguments passed to the program, including the program name itself. Argument V means argument vector, is a pointer to an array of character pointers, where each element points to the command line argument as a string. To access individual command line arguments, you can use argument V index notation, where index corresponds to the position of the argument in the array. For example, to access the first argument, use argument V index 1, and to access the programming the name, use argument V array 0. Argument C and argument V in detail. In C and C++ program, argument V and argument C are commonly used to handle command line arguments passed to the program when it is executed from the terminal or command prompt. Argument C is an integer that holds the number of command line arguments passed to the program, including the program name itself. It helps the program determine how many arguments have been provided. Argument V is an array of strings, character pointer, where each element represents one of the command line arguments. The first element argument v of 0 is always the name of the program itself. The subsequent elements argument v1, argument v2, etc. holding the additional arguments. For example, so here is our code, a basic. Now we run our code in VS Code. So here is our code. Here there is a int main function. In int main function there is a int argument c, character argument v. Here argument c catches the number of arguments and the argument v catches the all the arguments. In first printf prints the argument c values and the second printf and the loop prints each argument. So here I am giving the input. First I give dot slash main dot exe. I am Lokesh. So here is output. For example 2, we take example 2, error handling and validation. Handling errors and validating input for command line arguments is essential to ensure robust and user-friendly application. In C, you can use functions like to convert string arguments to integers and handle invalid input gracefully. To validate the number of arguments, you can check argument C, the argument count. If argument C is not expected, display an error message. Additionally, use the printf to print error message to the standard error string. Correct usage involves providing the required number of arguments and valid inputs, while incorrect usage includes wrong argument counts or invalid input data, leading to graceful error handling. Best practices. Best practices for using command line arguments in C programming include using a well-defined syntax like conventions to ensure consistency and ease of use for users. Properly validate and arguments using like manually by checking for input errors. Document the accepted arguments or their usage with help or H. Error handling is a crucial for user satisfaction. Provide informative error message that guide users on how to correct their input mistakes. Avoid messages and offer context-specific instruction for better understanding. Conclusion. The presentation covered the following key points on using command line argument in C programming. Command line arguments are inputs provided to a C programming when it is executed in the terminal. They are passed as strings and can be accessed through the argument C and argument V parameters in the main function. Argument C represents the number of arguments passed, while argument V is an array of strings containing the actual arguments. Command line arguments offers flexibility and allow users to customize program behavior without modifying the source code. They are widely used for passing the file names, options, and other parameters to C programming efficiently. In conclusion, utilizing command line arguments in C programming is crucial for enabling user interaction and programming behavior, making the software more versatile and user friendly. Regenerate. Thank you for watching my video.